With the new Joker film coming out, let's talk about the first one, Joker. So the film is about this failed clown who wants to become a stand-up comedian, begins to slowly descend into this madness that slowly transforms him into this criminal. The film is directed by Todd Phillips, as it stars Joaquin Phoenix in the role, in which we also get Robert De Niro and Zazie Beetz. And I gotta admit, Joaquin in the role is amazing. What he does as the Joker is just phenomenal. The way as it was brought to life was perfect, as he is just doing his own thing, and I'm pretty sure there are scenes that he improvised. And with that, I have to be honest, I feel like the only reason this film is good is because of him. As if it didn't have him, it would have been different. And with this film, how it shows off Gotham in the 80s, as it has connections to parts of Batman, as we see Thomas Wayne, a young kid Bruce Wayne. It is interesting, but I do admit it does feel like it is kind of scared to embrace the comic side at times. And as a huge comic fan, as a huge Batman fan, I do admit I was a bit hesitant with this, as Joker is one of my favorite villains. But with what they did, I think it worked. And I remember when this was released at the time, there was like a huge scare about this film on the violence and everything, which I can understand, but there are more films that is much more violent than this. But besides that, with how the film is with its story, as we pretty much see him fall into madness, all that was done pretty interesting, as there was a lot of times where it built tension, several scenes that were uneasy, and it was just interesting to see like how it is in his head in a way. As there are some scenes from his point of view that just constantly has the viewer wondering what will happen next. But while I do feel like this film is great, I do think that there are some flaws with it. As for the ending, I do feel like there are times where it could have ended, but yet it just continued to go on. I did mention this before on how it does feel like it is scared to embrace the comic side of stuff, to be called a comic book movie. And while I do think that the film is great, I do think it's a bit overrated how people are with this film. But regardless of that, Joker is a really good film, which it is really good because of Joaquin Phoenix, as it did have good cinematography and a great score. But what are your thoughts on Joker? Do you think that this film actually needs a sequel? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.